Hello, Frank Martin. It's a wonderful day here in Las Vegas, and this is the official call. And myself, Bob Bird, the Birdman, and along with my Hall of Fame co-host Kenny Bayless. Welcome to the show.
What's going
Welcome
on,
to the show.
fellas?
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
You Frank, you're 10-1-1, 13 knockouts. Um, you fought Gervonta Davis. That's your only
Uh,
loss. What, if anything, did you learn from that fight?
timing and how it feel to have a bad weight cut.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Being you when you're in the ring. Not letting nobody else throw you off of your square or what it is you do. Just
hmm
fight your fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always like to start out, Frank, with the fight fans getting to know you. So could you just share with the official call fight fans as to how you got started in in boxing? We know it started probably, with the amateurs, but what turned you and put you in that position to start in the sport?
My senior year, I got in some trouble my senior year in high school. So after that, I lost some of the scholarships I had, and I was just like, "What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just start boxing." Because I used to street fight a lot before I started boxing. So kind of right after that situation, I just started training, and I just was like, "I'm gonna just take it serious," and you know, that's how I'm here.
Right. Now, you said that you lost some scholarships. Were they in football or basketball or what sport?
Wrestling, and football.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So dual sports. That's pretty good. And during this time, I'm sure your parents may have had some issues with the fact that you lost those scholarships, because as we know, scholarship pays for your tuition and sometimes housing and a few other things. What was their feelings?
Well,
What
really,
was their
really, it
mode
was
like?
it was one of those things where I was disappointed in myself because I let my mom down. So
Yeah.
uh,
hmm
after the fact of me getting expelled, I still ended up taking like online classes and stuff like that just to get my diploma. So I did that. I did that. That was really for her. I did that for her, and then I just started boxing, and I kind of started focusing because in that stage I was really trying to find myself, and I was living in like a small town at that time. I was living in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I was in a mixture trying to find myself. I had a little girlfriend, so I was trying to be like, what I'm saying? I was trying to be a man at the time. So I was just doing whatever
Right.
just to, you know.
Right. So you said you did was doing it for your mom, which is a noble thing, because for sons, moms are very important. And um, you, you chose boxing, and you chose it, and you tried it. But what made you stay in boxing?
Because I felt like boxing was my key. Like it was my key. Like if I was gonna be like, I know I wasn't going to school to be a doctor or a lawyer or none of that. I feel like I'm an athlete, and I knew like with any sport that I did, I was like one of the top athletes in the sport. So I just knew if I just get my time to it and get my all to it, I'd make something out of it. So it was just one of them things. Just I just had to grind every day and just be patient for certain opportunities that came to me how they came to me. It was just I had to be dedicated.
Right.
hmm you have a nickname, the Ghost. How did that come about?
So 2016, the year I won a national Golden Gloves, I was working out in the at the hotel we was staying in Salt Lake City, Utah, and
Yeah.
the night before the championship, the lights in the hotel had went off in the championship and stuff like that. So everybody who was in like this hall room, it was like a board hall room. We was all in that room, and a lot of the fighters stopped working out. And my coaches at the time, they had put the flashes on the phone. They had turned the flashes on the phone, and then I'm running around the room, and you can kind of like see my shadow on the walls and like a lot. I came out of the blue with boxing, so everybody used to always wonder like, who is this kid? Because I was beating like top guys who had been around for a while, so they was just looking like they couldn't figure out where I came from. And it was just like a blend, a mix of everything. Because that next day I ended up winning national Golden Gloves, and before they was gonna glove me up, we got in the amateurs, you got the state that you represent, and you got that on your trunks or whatever, the whole gear. So I go to the gloving table right before the championship. So they like, Indiana, what you doing here? Like, what you still doing here? So I'm like, I'm gonna show y'all, and ended up, winning the national Golden Gloves in 2016.
So when you won the National Golden Gloves in 2016, how old were you at the time?
How old was I? I think I was
Because
like,
my next question was, did you have any desire to try out for the Olympic team?
I did, and I did, and this is why I ended up. I'm gonna answer that question. That's why I ended up turning pro. I think I was like 20. I think I might have been like 23, maybe.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Probably like 22. I think I was 22.
Okay. Okay.
Or 21, one of the two. I'm not. I don't remember how old I was then. But to answer, what was the question?
Well, the Olympic team.
Okay.
How far during the Olympic trials, if you chose to go there, how far did you go? Because we know a lot of fighters, if they do make the Olympic team, after that they're looking to turn pro.
Yeah.
Even those that don't make the Olympic team, they ain't gonna wait another 4 years. They're gonna turn pro, and with the hopes that they'll sign with one of the promoters, Oscar De La Hoya or Top Rank or etc. So where was your mindset during that time?
So crazy thing is, around that time, I had went to the Olympic qualifiers. I fought in the Olympic qualifiers, and I probably had about like a week. I trained for like a week at the Olympic qualifiers or whatever, and I end up losing in a semifinal. No, like the quarterfinals or semifinals. The one right before the championship.
Yes.
So I ended up losing
Quarters.
that match, and then but I only had trained for literally like a week, so I'm just going.
Right.
I was cutting weight, all kind of stuff. But
Right.
what did it for me? What made me turn pro? I was on the USA. I ended up getting on the USA team, but I was like an alternate or whatever. And I had went to Bulgaria. I fought there like in the international tournament. So my thing was either fight on a WSB, the World Series of Boxing, or fight in the 2017 Golden Gloves again. So I was like, I'm gonna just fight in the WSB so I can get the international exposure. And I chose that, but for some reason I was feeling like I don't know, because what it was Team USA was like the 141 pounder for the Great Britain team had ended up getting hurt. So it was like they would use the 141 from the USA team to go over there fight for the WSB. So I'm like, yeah, I do it. But I felt weird. Like I didn't feel like it was gonna go through. So I ended up choosing the WSB. Didn't do that, and I missed out on the National Golden Gloves that next year, 2017. So I was just like, after that happened, I was just like, man, it's political and all that. So I just ended up just turning pro, and I turned pro 2017, like October 17th for 2017. Yeah, 2017.
Okay. Oh,
Well, I want to talk about modern day. Your last fight was against Albright, and it was declared a unanimous 10-round draw. Do you think that was the right call?
I feel like what gave it that was in my last round. The last round, he caught me with a shot, and I feel like that's what gave it that. He put up a good fight. He put up a good fight. But I honestly feel like that shot. If I would have just moved around the last round and not got hit with that shot, I'd take that fight.
Okay, well now, Albright is going to fight Keyshawn Davis. So
Mhm.
my question to you would, do you want to fight the winner of that fight, or do you want a rematch with Albright?
Honestly, either or. Either or. I ain't really chasing none of the guys at this point. I just want to just fight. I just want to stay busy, give me the fights. A lot of times when I'm offered these fights, I accept the fights that they send me. So like either one of them guys, I'll fight either one of them.
And depending upon the promotional company that you're with, by the way, what promotional company are you with?
Man down.
Okay.
Mhm.
They
TGB
will
man down.
usually say it again.
TGB man down.
Okay. Usually they will have a list of fighters that they feel is beneficial for you to fight. I mean, you're 10-1-1, which is a good record. And
19. It's 19 1-1.
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 19
Wow.
1-1.
Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you there, my brother. I mean, the normal big fights,
Mhm.
in my opinion, should be knocking at your door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so either time will tell, but I want to back up a little bit and share a moment with the fans of when I refereed your fight, and either you go to this or not. When you came to Vegas and you went into the dressing room, remind me which hotel was it at the MGM? Do you recall?
I don't know if it was the Cosmo. Let me see. I'm finna tell you right
Okay,
now.
okay, okay. You could be right. It could have been the Cosmo.
Let me see.
Because
I'm
the
finna. I'm
Cosmo,
finna
Frank, the Cosmo dressing rooms are downstairs.
I think it was the Cosmo.
The Cosmo.
Okay.
And so I came in your dressing room and I had to give you fight instructions. Was it to you just another referee in there giving instructions? Or did uh, after the instructions that I gave, was it, a normal instructions that the referee gives and there wasn't a whole lot to it?
It was just like you was just straight stern. You was stern, like this what I accept, this what I ain't accepting. You know what I'm saying? Go in, do this. You was straightforward with it. And I'm looking at you, I'm like, all right, you was straightforward though.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
You, itself. Items together. I check the trunks, make sure that the trunks aren't too high. If they are, I show where the low blue line is, etc. During the fight, me uh, doing my job as well as you doing your job. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary that strikes you as far as me officiating, refereeing your fight.
Can you say that one more time? Yeah, it was like
Mhm.
going out.
Yeah, I said during the fight, was there anything out of the ordinary that you remember other than the stern Kenny Bates to the side?
That
I
that
was in the dressing room and you was in the ring.
I'm doing what it was what stood out. I'm doing something right. Kenny Bayless refing the fight. I'm doing something right. I'm getting further.
Yeah.
So it was like one of them moments, just because that's when I fought a guy who everybody thought was gonna beat me. I came in B side, so it
Right.
was like one of them things where I was just paying attention to everything. So it was one of them things where I'm just saying like, all right, I'm getting closer. I'm climbing the ladder.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we get in Vegas. Uh, uh, I was around when Vegas had Muhammad Ali, when he fought Larry Holmes, uh, when he fought Leon Spinks, when he fought Joe Bugner, and over the years in Vegas, well, ultimately we became the boxing capital of the world because we were getting 3, 4 fights a month. That's how good it got. So fighters were wanting, they felt that once they fought in Vegas, that they made it to the top because, Madison Square Garden is legendary because of Madison Square Garden. But they were labeling Vegas as the boxing capital of the world. So you coming here, how did that make you feel?
Good, good. Because I had a lot of fights in Vegas. I never fought in New York. Really, a majority of my fights after I got like 13, like 14-0, majority of my fights was in Vegas.
Right,
I got to the point where I'm like, man, I want to fight back home. I want them to see what I could do back home.
Well, I know you know that the state of boxing today is sort of in flux with the marriage of Dana White and the Sheik, with the popularity uh, in Europe. There's a lot of good fights going on over there. The heavyweight division is in Europe. There are no American heavyweights. So a lot of, I think boxing today is starting to begin a renaissance. It's starting to come back again, at least in the United States of America. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the state of the game right now?
I feel like right now is heating back up. Like uh with the Turks coming in, I'm saying that they trying to make a lot of these fights that the fans won't happen. They giving those fights. Now I feel like it's more in the fighters' hands to accept the fights, the challenges of 50-50 fights and stuff. So I feel like now it's more, we seeing it a lot more. The fights that the people want to see, we seeing them happen a lot more than they was.
Which makes me ask the question, Frank, with this influx that's going on in the sport of boxing, promotional wise and everything else. Would you be willing to sign with Zuffa as far as what they're doing in the sport and the amount of funds that they're dishing out? Would you be willing to sign with Zuffa? And if you didn't, why not?
I haven't really looked too much into, you know, different promotion or nothing like that. I've been seeing what's been going on, like far as the signings and all of that stuff, but I honestly don't be all the way tuned in on that,
Okay.
because like I'm with, you know, I'm just I just been in my own little world. But when it comes to like a lot of the different promotions, I haven't really been too like locked in on anything.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Who was your idol when you started out boxing and to develop your career? Who was your idol? Who inspired you to box and did you take anything from them?
Yeah, I would say, of course, Floyd, um, Pernell Whitaker, uh, Adrian Bronner, Adrian
Wow.
Bronner, Adrian Bronner when
Okay.
he was on. Because I'm from the Midwest, so
There
Right.
you
around
go.
that
Yeah.
time, Adrian Bronner was, when he was really doing his thing, he was like he was the next biggest thing.
Yeah.
Far
Yeah.
as outside of Floyd, just with just his personality, like he gave the fans like excitement, like like everybody want to see him fight. He dressed good when he dressed, all of
Yeah.
that stuff. So that I like Mildred Taylor, uh, Roberto Duran. But one thing about me, I look at certain fighters and I might like something that they do, like far as a combination or if they got good
Hmm.
feet. and I just watch him, and I might add a little something every fighter and try to add it to my mix and put my little twist on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the fighters that you mentioned, Frank, uh, uh, during their career, they moved up in weight. Do you have any ambitions at this point? I mean, you're 19, 1-1, to go to the next level as far as your weight division, or are you satisfied at the weight division that you're at now, and will just let your body grow into the next weight class?
Well, I honestly, I moved up from 135. That my last fight was at 140. It was a catch weight of 142. I weighed in at like
Mhm.
140.2, I think. But I feel
Okay.
like right now 140 is better than 135 was for me. I like 140, but I can see myself still moving up.
Still moving up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is your ultimate goal?
Well, man, honestly, I definitely want to get. I want to get another opportunity to fight for a world title. Whether
Mhm.
it's, I want it to be this year. You know, if it could be at like towards the end of the year, I like to get that opportunity. You know, get one fight and one more fight for like a title by the end of the year. If that don't happen, like the
Mhm.
early next year, but the goal definitely to become champion at 140, 147. If I go up more than that, you know, but right now, you know, I want to focus on that 140 division right now.
Okay. And become undisputed in at 140?
If that opportunity presents itself.
Okay.
Sounds good, Frank. Sounds good. We appreciate you coming on the show. You're a talent to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
It just all comes down to the dots being connected in a way that will elevate you to the next level. Um, but before we close, we would like to ask if you could give our podcast, The Official Call, a shout out.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I want to shout out to the official call show. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in with these guys, and you know, just keep watching everything they doing, and you know, and y'all keep doing y'all thing as well. And I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Yeah. We appreciate you. This boxing game and life actually is all about opportunity and exposure. And we wish you both of those in the future going forward.
Appreciate that.
All right. You ever come to Vegas back again? Look us up.
I'll be out there.
All right.
I'll be out
Let
there.
us
I'll be
know
out
what
there
gym you're
soon.
working out. We'll come by.
Yeah. Let us know what gym you're working at. We'll swing by.
Okay, most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Have a
All right
good
now,
one,
fellas.
Frank. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Take
All right.
care and God bless.